What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here with another Tottenham update. But before we get into that Tottenham update, I want to say a big thank you to everyone out there. We have reached 80,000 subscribers. I actually can't believe it. 80,000. Next stop, 100k. But it wouldn't be possible without you guys out there. So thank you so much.
Unbelievable. Another incredible milestone for us to reach. With each 1,000, it's like, I still can't believe how big.
With each one.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. I want to thank everyone out there for engaging with our content, for subscribing, and for building this amazing community we have here.
Yeah, most definitely. But let's get into it. Let's get into the Tottenham update, and we're going to talk about Christian Eriksen first. There has been an update in the with Christian Eriksen, and I'll read out the statement. And it says, National team doctor Morten Bosen has been in contact with the cardiac specialist at the hospital and Christian Eriksen, and this is the latest status. After Christian has been through different heart examinations, it has been decided that he should have an ICD, which is a heart starter. This device is necessary after a cardiac attack due to rhythm disturbances. Christian has accepted the solution and the plan, and has been confirmed by the specialists nationally and internationally, who all recommended the same treatment. We encourage everybody to give Christian and his family peace and privacy at this following time. So what do you make out of that? I mean, obviously, it's good for Christian to be kind of getting this kind of help, but it is worth noting that Daley Blind does play football with this in his heart as well.
Yeah.
So maybe, just maybe, there could be some positive news at the end of this.
I mean, it's way too early to say. It's because, Blind is, yes, he's playing with a similar or the same, I think, ICD on his heart, but Blind never suffered from a cardiac arrest during a football game before. So the weight and the toll that takes on the body and the heart, whether he can ever play again after that, even with this, is still a tall order. So I wouldn't get too excited on that front just yet. But it's fantastic, though, modern science, they have the capabilities of putting these kind of, literally inserting these things into the human body, and like a heart starter can automatically help a heart when it's struggling with rhythm, whatever it is. So it's incredible, and I'm very happy for Eriksen. He's getting that treatment, and that's good news on that front. Obviously, I'm not a doctor or scientist. I don't know the ramifications, but I'm happy in that sense. I'm just happy he's alive. I'm happy he's still with us, and he's getting help, and that's the best thing. Whether he plays football again, it's way, way too early to say, in my opinion.
Yeah, and there was also quite a heartwarming video that got put out by the Danish FA, I think it was yesterday or today, with messages from all over the world, from people like Jan Vertonghen, Hugo Lloris, Milan Skriniar, a lot of players playing in the Euros right now. It's a 7 or 8 minute video of wishes for Christian Eriksen, so I trust you to go and watch that, because it really is nice and heartwarming, and just shows the love that he's getting at the moment, so which we love to see. And obviously we'll move on now, but we just wish Eriksen very much a speedy recovery, and wishing him to get back to the best. But let's get on to a few Tottenham updates now. Let's start off with the updates from Matt Law. The first bit's on Paulo Fonseca, and he says Fonseca has travelled to Ukraine for a short holiday before being appointed as Jose Mourinho's successor at Tottenham. And he says Fonseca will be joined at Tottenham by his trusted ally Thiago Leal, who has worked with him at his past 4 clubs, Roma, Shakhtar Donetsk, Braga, and Pacos Ferreira.
We should probably play like a bingo. What could possibly go wrong in Ukraine that could prevent him being Tottenham manager? Something's going to happen in Ukraine. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but he's going to get there and something's going to happen. He ain't going to be Tottenham manager. But yeah, look, it doesn't really.
He's only allowed one staff though.
One staff. Well, he's only one piece of luggage on the flight to Ukraine. Yeah, I bet Levy made him pay for his any extra luggage. But look,
EasyJet as well, double the price.
It's good for him to have holiday, I guess. Before he'll definitely need that holiday. He'd enjoy it, Fonseca.
It's the calm before the storm, my friend.
Exactly.
The calm before the storm.
Take every moment of rest you can, because as soon as you become Spurs manager, that's it for you. The pressure is on. So I implore him to take all the holiday he can at the moment. So I'm sure, everything's above board. We're just, I think there's no rush at the moment. With the Euros going on, and we know when season starts. So, I mean, yes, pre-season does start fairly soon, so we would like to get a move on. But if we want a holiday before, then it is what it is, I guess.
All right, let's move on. Still from Matt Law. This time on Harry Kane, he says Daniel Levy and the club are desperate to keep Harry Kane, but contingency plans are being made just in case he leaves. Sources indicate that there is no chance of Daniel Levy brokering a deal that sees Harry Kane line up for Man City against Tottenham on the opening day of the season. And Romano follows on from these Harry Kane updates, and he says Man City are really pushing for Harry Kane, are insisting that on signing the player, and Tottenham are still saying that Harry Kane will not be leaving. They want a crazy bid for the player, or he will be staying.
A contingency plan. Who's that? Is that Danny Ings, basically?
That's
a contingency.
Isn't Danny Ings on a free this year, or has he got 1 more year left?
He's got another year, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing there's a price before the City game. There's a price after the City game.
Yeah.
There you go. Look, if you want him before the City game, it's 200. After the City game, we'll accept 150. Yeah. That's how Levy's seeing it. I'm guessing. This is going to rumble on. This ain't going to be sorted out before the Euros.
They're insisting on signing the player.
I'm sure they are. We're insisting on rejecting your offers. Look, I think nothing's going to be sorted before the Euros. Anything, I think, any talk at the moment is just going to be rumours. But there'll be movement after when the Euros is finished. I'm sure of that. We'll know a bit more. But I don't think City will make an offer for him now, because I don't think Kane's in that mindset of looking for a move right now.
Wait till England are out the Euros.
Yeah, I think there's going to be wait till after the Euros is finished and we'll know more. So whatever Romano says, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen just yet.
Do you think a talk with Paulo Fonseca could sway Harry Kane?
See how I got this Shakhtar team playing, Harry. You have no idea what's about to come. I don't know. I doubt it. You never know, but I highly doubt it. I think Conte was our last chance of keeping Kane, or convincing him that he is the right to stay. Basically, he might stay, and even with Fonseca, but he might stay reluctantly. Whereas with Conte, I don't know. I think he would have been happy to stay.
Yeah. Fair enough. Back to Matt Law. This is update on Heung-min Son and his contract situation. And Matt Law says contract talks have progressed well with Heung-min Son over the past few weeks, and both parties are confident that a deal will be signed. And Fabrizio Romano did follow on from that, and he said Heung-min Son is expected to sign his new contract very soon. He will have higher wages and a long-term agreement.
Well, he's been expected to sign since December, so it's been a long time expected. A lot of expectations now. Every day
it was only Romano talking about it in the past. Now Matt Law's coming with it, so hopefully we're getting closer and closer.
I think a few other people were saying about it, to be honest, about Son contract. It wasn't just Romano, but it has been in the pipeline for a while. But to be honest, the only rumours about him not signing were just fan-made. No, there was never a second from the Son camp or anything to suggest he wasn't going to sign a contract. The only thing that got us worried was he just hadn't signed one, because it had been so long. And we're like, what's the hold-up? It's been 6 months now, no contract. Is he going the same way as Harry Kane? But I think he's happy at Spurs. He's happy in London, so I expect him to sign.
All right, nice one, Sonny. Get that contract signed. Next up, Sky Sports. Tottenham are interested in signing Brighton's Tariq Lamptey this summer, and that's one I would welcome with open arms. I love him as a player. I think he's been brilliant for Brighton.
I think he's class. I think he's a really good right back or right wing back whenever he's been on the pitch for Brighton. I've been really impressed with him. So good going forward as well. Really tricky customer. But I'm afraid that Brighton might command quite a hefty fee for him.
Yeah, I read somewhere that they won't accept anything less than 50 million or something like that.
So, yeah, I think, to be honest, I think we get better value.
But on the flip side of that, we could use one of our players as a make weight in a loan deal, or not a loan deal, but a swap deal.
Give you 10 million plus Matt Doherty.
Yeah, or we'll give you 10 million plus Harry Winks or something like that. Or just Harry Winks for Tariq Lamptey.
No, I don't think they'd accept that.
Harry Winks will probably get on at Brighton. They'll probably see him as a big asset there.
That's true. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that could work. But I think as much as I like Lamptey, I do think for 50 million we can get better value elsewhere. I really do.
When you compare him to like a Max Aarons, who we've been heavily linked with in the past,
I think a similar level.
Do you think so?
Similar level. I think Lamptey might be a bit better, but I think they're similar. I do think you put Aarons in a better team as well. I think he would show also a higher level. So I think Lamptey right now, Lamptey's a better player, but I don't think they're completely different level. Like if you offered me 20 million for Aarons or 50 for Lamptey, I'm going 20 million for Aarons.
Interesting. Very interesting. But let me know in the comment section below, would you prefer Max Aarons or Tyreek Lampety? So let me know in the comment section below who you prefer. Let's move on. Tuto Mercato Web talking about Demiral, and they say Paratici's arrival at Tottenham have given them the edge over Everton in the race to sign Merih Demiral of Juventus, with Everton, Atalanta and Tottenham in the race. They're saying that we've got the edge over those other teams now. That's
good news, but it was a bit weird that he didn't start for Turkey against Wales, which I thought was strange. With Turkey, I thought relying on him heavily, and I thought he was going to be one of their main players, and then he didn't start that game. I was like, why is he not starting?
Yeah,
which
and
was strange.
Own goal in the first game as well.
Yeah, I know he got an own goal, but it was very strange. He's still one of their top centre backs. So
that was my reaction when I saw him coming off. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was strange, but I still think he's a very talented centre back. He's still not quite got back to his best since that serious injury that he got, that ACL. But I believe with give him time and patience, he will get. It's hard to say he will get there because there are players who are just never the same after a big injury. But I think at his age, 22, it's probably worth taking the risk that he will get there.
Watching that game last night, who's the better defender, Merih Demiral or Joe Rodon?
Oh, yeah, Joe Rodon seems like the better defender yesterday, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He completely dealt with Yilmaz Yilmaz didn't have a touch. It was unbelievable. Completely locked up. Locked down. It was brilliant.
Joe Rodon put in a stunning performance. All the three Spurs boys really did. And it was nice to see Ben Davis really backing up for Joe Rodon in that little scrap with what's his name, Will Yilmaz as well. So yeah, really good to see. And obviously Gareth Bale's stunning performance yesterday. And on Gareth Bale's stunning performance, ESPN have gave us a little stat here, and they say Gareth Bale is the first player in history to create 5 big chances at the Euros.
Really?
Yeah.
In history? Impressive.
In the history
Very
of
impressive.
the Euros.
Although, did you see when Spurs they tweeted out yesterday, good luck to the boys, and they just had a picture of Rodon Davis.
I know, but then a few minutes later they put out a tweet reacting to the starting lineup of Wales, and they tagged in Gareth Bale in that one. So I don't know. It's just maybe they just left him out for some reason. I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into it.
I would love it. Look, based on what I saw yesterday, would absolutely love him back as well. Like, he's proving for Wales. I don't think it had as much of an impact in the first game, but yesterday against Turkey, he was electric. He was electric.
Best player on the pitch by far.
There was assists to Ramsey, not just to go one for the goal, but there was more as well.
The ones that Ramsey missed in the first half were brilliant.
I'm all from Bale. All from Bale. Amazing assist. He actually, I don't know if he had many shots, but it wasn't about, obviously missed the penalty, which was a blot on his game, but it was about him assisting, about him being chief creator yesterday, and his dribbling in the last 15 minutes as well, winning the penalty, down at the corner flag as well, setting up the second goal. He was astounding. He was absolutely astounding, and he ran that game. And I doubted his ability to run games like that at this stage, because I just thought he was more of a player. You get him in the positions in the final third, that's where he makes a difference. And I don't know if he still has the ability to run a game like he used to, but he proved me wrong yesterday. He really does.
Yeah,
showed he can still be the big star on the pitch.
I completely agree. I thought he was sensational yesterday. And it was all that, he ran that game from deep as well.
That's the thing.
He ran it from deep. He hardly got that forward, didn't he? He was hardly there.
There was that one moment, didn't he? There was a 3-on-2 and he kind of screwed it up. And
yeah.
I was like, oh, come on, Gareth, you're going to be kicking yourself. But
all his good work was done from the centre of the field.
Yeah,
really.
It was incredible. He was brilliant. His passing was I don't know, like Modric-esque. It was just unbelievable.
Next one, Fabio Paratici has brought many Juventus targets with him to Tottenham Hotspur this summer. Nikola Milenkovic, Dusan Vlahovic, Mauro Icardi, Milik, Andrea Belotti and Gabriel Jesus are all options for Tottenham. That's from Tutto Sport.
It's not bad.
How many out of them would you like?
Wouldn't mind a few of them.
Probably all of them.
Yeah, wouldn't mind a lot of them. Do you reckon he's taken the list and maybe Juventus don't know who was on it?
Yeah,
I'm hoping. Maybe he's taking it with him. They didn't let him know, and now he's all at Spurs. Look, Sport, they're not the most reliable, so we have to wait and see. But hopefully we can pitch some of the targets he was going to go for with Juventus who are available. I hope so.
All right, and last but not least, I just want to pay tribute to Sergio Ramos. 16 years at Real Madrid. He has left the club now. An absolute legend of the game, you got to say that. One of the best centre-backs of all time. He has left Real Madrid after 16 years. There were rumours that he was going to go back to Sevilla, but that is completely off the table. And Romano said yesterday that he is in talks with a club. I wonder who that club is.
Don't think it's Spurs.
No, I don't think it's Spurs either, but they were saying that he could either go to London or Paris. So it makes sense to go PSG, doesn't it?
That makes complete sense. Replacing that kind of Thiago Silva kind of role as that experienced centre-back. And I still think he's got a lot of legs left in him, Sergio Ramos. I know he's not in the Spain squad, and his form hasn't been as strong as it, as he's 36, 35, 36, it's never going to be as strong as it was when he was 25. But he's still a very good player, I think. A very good player. A lot to offer, a lot of experience, a lot of fight left in him. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes next. Maybe a Man United, potentially?
Could be.
Man United. I'm trying to think teams in London. Chelsea. I can't see. I can't.
Because of Thiago Silva's there.
Can't see Chelsea. I'm trying to think. Spurs. I don't think Spurs will pay the wages. Arsenal. I don't think he'll go to Arsenal right now. So I think Paris probably makes the most sense.
Imagine Sergio Ramos and Marquinhos at the back.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. All right, so there you have it. That is the Tottenham update for today. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any thoughts regarding any of the news we've brought to you today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.